beloved classic tale. The characters who lived it will tell you the story behind the story. Through interviews, live action, behind-the-scenes action, and voiceovers, we will learn what really happened in those classic tales. Get ready to find out the truth behind your favorite story, or at least what these characters want you to believe. Please turn off all noise-making devices, the small children, the chatterbox next to you, and of course the one ring that rules us all, your cell phones. Remember, we are visitors in this campus, and we don't want anyone to witness bad behavior. So please do not disturb anything in any of the classes you visit today, and please don't open up on any of the counters. Also, please place all your trash items in trash cans so Charlotte doesn't write your name in her web. Before we go down the rabbit hole, let's show our appreciation for the coaches. And for all of our volunteer judges. The team has given their permission for photography and videotaping. Team, are you ready?
We're ready to go down the rabbit hole.
Judges, are you ready?
We're ready to go down the rabbit hole.
Team, you may begin.
Hello and welcome to 8 Minutes, a series of short documentaries where we bring you nothing but the truth. And here we have our biggest story yet. 20 years ago, you may recall news reports of a little girl named Alice who stumbled through a rabbit hole into a new world we now know as Wonderland. With her return, Alice brought stories of crazy creatures and a wild tea party where she met the Mad Hatter. Now, Alice refuses to disclose information about the tea party or the Mad Hatter, so us at 8 Minutes are prepared with one-on-one interviews to bring you the secrets behind the secrets of the secrets and reveal the truth of what truly happened at that tea party. After foraging through the ruins of forgotten celebrities, our top archaeologists found Alice and brought her into our studio for an interview.
Hi, Alice. Okay. Can you tell us how you stumbled upon the Mad Hatter and his tea party?
As I've said a million times, I lost my way in the forest when I came upon a house that was made of fur and had ears as chimneys.
And this was after you ate the mushrooms?
I know what I saw!
Sorry, we do our best to find the full truth. Please, go on.
As I said, I lost my way in the forest, so I continually asked for directions out of Wonderland. However, nobody helped me, and they then yelled at me and threatened me until I left out of fear for my own life.
Very interesting. You know, some people say that fame and money corrupts people, but us at 8 Minutes are legally required to keep our opinions to ourselves. Thank you very much.
Our top investigators delved into Wonderland to find the Mad Hatter, and for the first time ever brought him into our own world for a one-on-one interview.
Mr. Hatter, where have you been in the last 20 years?
I've been building my company from the ground up with nothing but the hat over my ears. I'm now Wonderland's top hat entrepreneur. At least so say my peers.
I guess that means plenty of tea for you.
Tea, not for me anymore. I prefer coffee, cold brew.
Really, Mr. Hatter?
Yes. Well, you can call me mad, but it really doesn't matter.
Are you aware Alice has accused you of threatening her?
Were you about to call me mad? You know that name calling makes you really sad.
Are you aware Alice has accused you of threatening her?
I have heard what she says about me, but it is pure poppycock, I assure.
So you're saying Alice is lying?
Of course she's lying. Let me tell you what really happened, though it's hard to do without crying. That day we were throwing a party. She came uninvited and tardy. She said we were rude. Her thoughts was rude. She left without giving us sorry.
Very interesting, man.
Again! You called me mad. You do know that judgment is bad.
All right, that's all the time we have for you. And thanks for being here, too.
Now, Alice and the Mad Hatter were not supposed to see each other on our set because we knew they'd go at it like two rabid dogs in a lake. But unfortunately, Alice went to go satisfy her mushroom cravings in the break room when she stumbled upon the Mad Hatter microwaving a banana for lunch.
Fancy seeing you here, Hatter.
Long time no. Tea.
You've got some nerve there for calling me a liar, and for your information, your tea parties were not tea-rific.
Listen, I'm honestly not even mad. Actually, a wise tea once said, I'd pity the fool. That was the biggest tea party ever, so big there was no room for you.
You shouldn't have tried to get rid of me. That was messed up, man.
Aren't you the person to be playing the victim because of your little kettle tail? The Queen's Guards locked me up in Wonderland jail for 20 years, and I lost my title as Earl of Grey.
What? You just said that you've been managing a hat company.
Please, you people on the other side of the rabbit hole will believe anything. Wonderland tea was outlawed, and I was the vigilante who got tea to the people. And then they locked me in Wonderland jail.
You deserve every penalty you got. I'm surprised you're their top tier criminals. That was the worst party I've ever been to.
That's right, teaest party that you've ever been to on either side of the rabbit hole. And for your information, I am not a common criminal. I am a hero to the people.
Your reign of cruelty is over.
As we see here in this freeze frame, the baddest Hatteress prepares to attack in self-defense, while Alice prepares to retaliate with an ear-crushing screech. Fortunately, security broke up the fight before we had to pay for a completely new break room. Now, our next interview will provide you with an unbiased account of what truly happened at the tea party. And this is because our next guest was there himself. Although, he is wanted, so we had to conceal his identity, and instead of paying for special effects, we decided to stuff him into a crate.
How you doing in there, guy?
Kind of cozy in here, Charlie.
You'll live. So, can you tell us what happened at the tea party that day?
I was traveling in the crate to avoid discovery by the British. Then when I asked some shady roadside cat for directions to the Boston Tea Party, they instead gave me directions to the Mad Hatter's Tea Party.
Very interesting. Please, continue.
I arrived near a strange house, one made out of fur with ear chimneys.
Out of all the things Alice said, that was true?
Anyway, I arrived just in time to see Alice arrive.
There's no room, no room!
But there's plenty of room.
After seating herself, the Hatter strangely remarked,
Your hair wants cutting.
You should learn not to make personal remarks about people. It's quite rude.
and for the rest of the party, the Hatter continued to confuse poor Alice with his strange antics, and Alice grew angrier and angrier until she stormed off. So you see, in no way was Alice threatened nor ignored. And she never did ask for directions. However, the Hatter's maddening behavior was quite inappropriate in the face of being met with a child.
I just spent the last 8 minutes interviewing these two characters, and the only thing that I can find that were true that either of them said was that they were both lying, and the Mad Hatter never got to eat his banana.
Alice returned to her jury life as a forgotten celebrity, and the Mad Hatter was returned to Wonderland for robbing Quiznos. Anyways, thanks for watching, folks, and be sure to tune in next time.
Woo! Woo! Good job. Good job.